Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to review the brand new Stitched in Style Frankie Stein Amazon exclusive doll that just released. So stay tuned, we're going to take a look at the box. I do have two, so we're going to get one of them out, and I definitely want to know what you guys think. Okay, so disclaimer, I'm going to be calling Frankie she, her, and that is solely because the designer herself referred to Frankie as a she, her in her description in her stories. So I think it's the G3 that is a they, them. The G1 is a she, her. So just an FYI there, don't come at me. I'm going off of what the designer said. So if you got beef with that, go to them, not me. All right, so this was an Amazon exclusive. She was $50. I do believe she's still available. So if she is, of course, I will link to her down below. This is a very, very unique collector doll, and oh my gosh. So we did see the prototype about a week ago. I'll insert a picture here of the prototype. And of course, then we got the finalized picture shortly thereafter. She showed up randomly early on Sunday, so I went ahead and ordered her, and she shipped just like that. So I was really excited to get her. Now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and show you the box real quick. This is the one I'm going to keep in the box. I like how she looks. I like her bangs and all that. So, of course, we have the Frankie Stitched in Style. It's not real prominent. I do wish that was a little bit bigger, or maybe at an angle, like it covered like this whole corner. But you can see there, it's kind of got like a little hologram look to it. You can see Frankie. We'll look at her, of course, in more detail. And I love how it's like a deconstructed look. And that's what Annalise kind of said in her description. It is a deconstructed Frankie Stein doll here. So I'm really, really excited about that. I love the concept. I love the idea behind it. If you do want to pause and read it here, you certainly can. But you can see right there, it says reminiscent of a dress mannequin. So it talks about how, you know, this is all kind of like the thought process behind designing a one-of-a-kind dress, and she looks absolutely stunning. So now let's go ahead and let's get this one out of the box. Okay, so I have our Stitched in Style Frankie out of the box. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at her certificate of authenticity. If you want to pause and read it there, you certainly can. Signed by the designer, Annalise, who I will, of course, link to down below, her Instagram page. Whenever she is involved heavily, like she was with this one, in a project, she always does like a behind-the-scenes snippets on her stories. It explains the decisions made and the reason behind them, and oh my gosh, the whole design process. She lays it out. It is absolutely phenomenal. So make sure you guys go and follow her. I love the behind the scenes snippets. I think it's just really, really cool to see the design aspect of everything. I would love to be a part of that someday. That would be just so cool. But anyhow, yes, so to Frankie herself. So Frankie does have the saddle stand, which normally I don't like, but on some of the dolls it works, this being one of them. So we have a silver base and a clear saddle stand itself. Got some hairs on there. To Frankie. So Frankie has a different look, which I absolutely love. We have no midtones. We have no grays in the hair, just black and white. No blues, no nothing. And she did talk about why in her stories, and all of a sudden my brain is pulling a blank. But I do like that they did give us something different. But we do have two solid white strips of hair on either side of her temple. One kind of pushed back, the other one hanging down in front. We have a top knot that is made to look similar to a pincushion little like bun there. And then we have the headpiece, which Annalise mentioned she loves doing headpieces, and this one does not disappoint. So we have some safety pins with the Monster High logo, and then chains, and then the safety pins kind of go up as a crown, and then it comes all the way around. And I think they called it a fairway cage. I don't know if that's the right term, but it's what like collects lightning in a storm and then uses it as energy. So that's kind of what this is, where it does that same thing. It helps recharge Frankie. Love that aspect. Love that little just extra attention to detail that they put into that. Really, really cool. And you can see I just whacked Frankie onto my camera. You can see here the kind of the chains hang down in the back. There are these really cool sewing and design tools. I cannot remember the name of these, but they hang at the end of each chain here. So there's another one there, and then of course another one here. Mine, I'm gonna have to like warm the plastic up and then rebend it because it keeps wanting to stick straight out. But that's fine. She does have well-rooted hair. You can see here, nice and sleek and black, and then the leftovers from the bun just kind of hang over this cage portion here in the back to kind of cover up the part where it connects. So she also has these really, really cool sewing needle threaded earrings, really cool. Her face, per Annalise, was a combination of Haute Couture and Midnight Runaway Frankie. I love that. Her eyes, of course, are her signature blue and green. We have some blue eyeshadow. Very, very nice. Fierce look to her. Silver lips. Love that. And, of course, the signature Frankie stitch right there. Looking so good. Of course, we have her bolts in her neck. Love that. Coming down, Frankie's made to look like a deconstructed dress, her outfit here. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of move her arms out of the way here for just a second. The top part is like a halter on a mannequin dress form. So it's like the start of putting the pattern together. That's why the stitching's kind of wonky and oblong in some areas. We have this little fishnet part up here. And then coming down, the skirt itself is two pieces. We have this overlay of the kind of a harken back to the original Frankie Stein plaid. The design behind this alone is intense. When they said, when Annalise talked about how the designer had to go in and like make it all in different sizes and gradate it out to the larger side, and then it goes back into small and then back out to large. Really, really cool. Here's a perfect example of it right here. So you can see how it's really big and then really small, and it gets even smaller and then bigger again. And then on top of that, we also have kind of this silver embossing of the Frankie Stein stitch that we're used to for, you know, of course, being a Frankenstein monster. Really, really neat idea. So, and then all around the ruching and the gathering of this dress, we have little bits and bobs from Frankie's design studio. So we have some, it looks like thread with little bolts on it. And then we have some barbed wire, some chain work. Just really cool. Of course, it's all brought to a head right here on a little pin cushion, sewing pin cushion there. And then we have a pair of trimming shears that are stuck in the tool. There we go. Hanging off of that. Really, really nice touch. This is a removable belt, FYI, so if you wanted to, you certainly could take it off, as well as this plaid part. It is a removable portion of the skirt. If you do, you'll just have this really cute little black and teal blue skirt here with some tulle fabric. Really nice little idea there. I love that you can kind of make Frankie look however you really want her to look. The other really, I mean, just an amazing attention to detail. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. Look at the way that these straps are done. It's actually measuring tape. Like, how cool is that? Then we have another needle as the heel. This part is kind of a really flimsy plastic. And then this is not showing up because it's black, but it's kind of like a stitched look, kind of going up and down, and it's open in the base. Here you see, you can kind of, I can stick my finger in there, kind of. Frankie, of course, and has her normal legs that we're always very much used to, and arms are the same, but she also, on this arm, has this really cool sleeve of the same little chain link that we see on the skirt portion. So articulation, of course, is similar to all Monster High: shoulder, elbow, wrist. Head, of course, can move and pivot all you want. And then at the leg, you can move the knee forward and backward, and you can also spin it if you need to. A fantastic posability with these dolls. I love Monster High for that. I think it just really aids in those who do photo shoots with their dolls. I'm not a photographer, so that's not me, but that is okay. But there is the wonderful new Stitched in Style Frankie Stein doll. All right, well, that is going to do it for my review of the brand new Stitched in Style Frankie Stein Amazon exclusive doll. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm terrible at explaining things sometimes, so hopefully all of that made sense. In the end, basically, Annalise's reason behind this was to show kind of the design process and a deconstructed dress for Frankie, who is always, you know, constantly working on improving herself. Also, of course, mastering her techniques in this. So a really, really neat idea. A phenomenal follow through with the design team and the final product. Absolutely love it. I hope you guys that wanted her got her. Hang tight in the UK, guys. From what I hear, she's still coming. So you guys are still going to get her. Also, you know, with everything going on right now, I've got more coming. So stay tuned to my channel. I have some fun videos planned. And then, of course, guys, make sure you watch Mattel Creations. We have a new drop on Friday. The next collector set is dropping at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or, excuse me, yeah, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's The Nightmare Before Christmas. So make sure to keep your eye out for that. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the section down below. Of course, I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed. Hope everybody's having an extra magical day, and we will see you real soon.